All right, peace and blessings, fellas. Peace and blessings. My name is Melvin Kawika, but I want you to call me the $1 billion boy. All right, so as you can see by the title, today I want to give females advice, right? The only advice I can give to a female. Before I jump into it, right? Let me start off with this. I believe that man and woman live in two different realities, and I believe that a man cannot really give advice to a female, and also a female cannot give advice to a man, because these are two different realities. It's like you getting advice from me. Getting advice from a female is like asking a fish how to catch fish. You know that saying, right? So I'm gonna just start off with that. But this is the only advice that I can give, you know, to a female as a man, right? So it's really simple. The only advice I can give to a female is don't get children before marriage. Let me repeat that. Do not get children before marriage. In other words, do not get a child with a man you are not married to. Why? Why shouldn't you do that? Three main points that I'm going to focus on. Three main points. Point number one, you need to understand that if you get a child before marriage, it lowers your value in the market. And I want you to understand that the market exists, the dating market exists. So if you get a child before marriage, it really lowers your value as a female. Like it or not, that's the truth. Because no man is going to want to come play the stepdaddy role. That's the honest truth, right? Another reason on why I don't want you to get a child before marriage. Your child will lack a fatherly figure. Because look at it. If you are not married to the child's father, you guys can easily split up. You guys can easily break up. So your child will lack affirmation. And it also states, or it also stands in the Bible, that a woman cannot truly affirm a child. So you need to understand that a child needs a father in his life. Because let me tell you why a child needs a father in his or her life. Because a father shows a child tough love. We all need tough love. We all need that, right? So that's another reason on why I don't want you to get a child. Last but not least, another reason, right? Not last but not least, another reason on why I don't want you to get a child. You might end up dying. You might end up dying alone. You might end up dying alone. And when I say die alone, I mean you might end up not being married. Let me explain why. No real man would want to come around and play the stepdaddy role. Trust me, no man wants to be a father to another man's offspring. Because that's what it is. No man wants to be a father to another man's offspring. Trust me, another man's child is a liability another man's child is a liability. I hope you understand what I mean. Right? So no man will want to come play the stepdaddy role. So you might end up dying alone. And like the great Kevin Samuels said, you might end up buying a dog and dying alone. So shout out to Kevin Samuels, man. So these are three reasons on why I don't want you to get a child. You will lower your value as a female. Your child will lack a fatherly figure. And last but not least, you might end up dying alone. So I'm not saying I'm not saying that you should never get a child. I'm not saying that. But get a child after marriage. Get a child after marriage. So I'm not saying don't ever get a child, but trust me, if you get a child while you are not ready for it, a child can become a liability. Trust me, not only to you, but also to the next man. So this is really the only advice that I can give to a female. No children before marriage. No children before marriage. Because of the reasons I've stated. So I hope you find this information helpful. Like I say, this is really the only advice that I can give to a female from a man's standpoint. I hope you find the video helpful. Once again, my name is Melvin Kawika, but I want you to call me the $1 billion boy. With that being said, I'm signing out. Peace.